Welcome back, guys, to another Tressa's Collectibles gameplay video. My name is Mike, and joining me today, as always, is Randall, aka Shizukatz.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah, and you guys know what it is. Game 2 of our Generation versus Generation full deck gameplays. I'm going to be using Generation 5 with the level 1 Botan from the booster into the level 3 Trial deck Polka Class combo.
Yeah, and I'm going to be running a Generation 1 deck with the Fubuki combo from the Gen 1 trial deck into the level 3 Hachima from the booster set. This is definitely a pretty solid budget combo if you guys are looking for...
Does a bunch of everything. Heals, burns, salvages. Okay, so you guys all have remembered when we were talking about Gen 5 how their gimmick is that they can send a bunch of things to memory and they get a bunch of cool effects. So here we have the level 1 Botan. She gets 3,000 power if I have a memory. But then a lot of our level 0 in this deck goes to memory, and then we also have a level 3 early play Polka that can early play if I have 3 or more different card names in memory as well.
Yeah.
So this deck definitely tries to get a good bit of memory compression in there and does reap the benefits of that.
Yeah, back when we did the trial deck gameplay, the trial deck only has one card that goes to memory, which is the level 0 Nene.
Correct.
So now with the booster set, you can really show off the full potential of that memory pack.
So you guys will see a bunch of things that go to memory.
Yeah.
And on your end, tell us a bit about your deck.
Yeah,
for
so
the Gen 1.
The Generation 1 deck, you have a lot of cards that synergize with act abilities, or like are act abilities themselves, and so the idea is going to be utilizing these act abilities to get lots of powerful synergies with a lot of the other cards in the deck.
Yeah, in particular, I've always really liked the idea of the level 1 Akiro support. Her ability is when you use an act once per turn during either player's turn, you can look at the top 2 cards of your deck and discard up to 1 and leave the other one up. So it can kind of act as like a 1 card mill for free damage if you see like a damage when you play a counter on your defense, or if you can kind of like confirm the top card of your attack going into your attack phase. So
yep,
I really like that card. I've always wanted to use it.
Especially when you combine it with like the Mel counter, you get the Leafa counter effect.
Yeah, so it's like you use Leafa into top check. Woo! Okay, here we go. Alright, Gen 1 versus Gen 5. Who will come out on top? Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, so I will be going first. Is right. Since I'm going first, let's see. I think I'm going to discard 2.
Discarding a 0. And a good one at that.
Finish drawing.
It's quite interesting. Alright, I'm going to ditch my whole hand.
Okay, hey, that's a free mulligan. That's a free mill 5 there.
Yeah. Okay, and we are good to go.
Alright, draw for turn. Man, this hand's good.
I wish I could say that about my hand. What the heck?
What am I doing here? Let's clock a Nene. Draw 2.
My hand's so good. What do I do?
Alright, we're gonna start with playing a level 0 Botan. The reason why we discarded this in our mulligan is we already had one. Her effect is on death. I can pay 1 and put a Hololive character from my Widow to the bottom of my clock and top check 3 and add a character. Direct attack for 2.
Okay, 1, 2, cancel. Alright, so the idea behind the level 0 line in this particular deck is I don't run too many zeros, and the reason for that is because there's a good number of zeros that when they get run over, they can basically just get themselves back or rest themselves.
Like the level 0 Aki rolls, right?
Yeah. So speaking of level 0.
Hello. I didn't say nothing.
I was about to say if I didn't draw any of them, I was about to say like, and I didn't get any of them.
Did I just conjure it up? Shouldn't have said nothing.
All right. Consideration for field position. I'm not 100% sure if field position means anything.
I don't think so.
Just in case.
Just in case, you know, if we're playing against Hololive, probably a good habit to just leave things on the side.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Typically, you would have cards like maybe the Aqua level 0, but this is a Gen 5 deck, so...
Yeah, but hey, you know, if you're playing against any Hololive deck, not only the Aqua, but all the English
job
and
searchers.
the EN and ID promos, they all get 3-5 and they're in the middle.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to get run over, leave your guys on the side.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to front attack with our Aki for 2.
Okay, 1, 2, 2's good.
And then we're going to direct for 2, and I trigger a
Ooh, that's
gate.
very juicy.
Not the best selection. Maybe I could salvage for color. So
Yeah, but cards are cards, you know?
yeah, I'll salvage the Fubuki with the idea that maybe I can clock it, level it for green for my level 1.
Okay. 1, 2. Oh, I need those. Okay, 2's good. I'm going to activate the Botan effect on death, pay 1, and let's just go ahead and send another copy of itself to the bottom. Probably going to level that when I go to level 1. To top check 3, and add 1 character, yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
Oh, I only have 1 choice, okay.
At least it's a good
Yeah,
one.
it's probably the card I would have picked up over any other card anyways. Alrighty, so draw for turn. Now that is what I call a draw. We can instant replay the draw. We'll go ahead and clock this level 2 line. We won't need it for a good while. And then we're going to level the level 0 Botan, as we said earlier, to draw 2. Okay, so the thing with the cards that go to memory for Gen 5 is that all of them cost stock except for the Nene. So I have a bunch of cards that go to memory, but they cost stock. Thankfully,
Botan just kills these for free
Botan
right
just
now.
kills them for free, so the 4K is bigger than 2-5. And then I'm going to just go ahead and get a couple of weenies down here. Let's just go ahead and play another Botan, and then when I play Climax, she will be over. Then we'll play Alami just in case we go over hand size. She is our brainstormer for this deck. And then we'll go ahead and play 1K1.
Sounds good.
Okay, in terms of attack order, I think I'm going to attack with the Botan last just because I do have a good amount of things I can search from my deck, and I want to minimize the chances of me triggering Climax if I attack with it here first. I'm taking out 2 non-Climaxes cards. So I'm going to front. That's for 3.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'm going to try to keep in mind that there's a level 3 Polka there. Next, we're going to... Well, let's think about if he has any counters going to get over level 1. No. Okay. We're going to direct here. And that's for 3.
1, 2, 3. And I do level up. So I want to be leveling... I'm going to be leveling green here, probably. The 2 colors that I care about at level 1 are green and yellow. And... actually, I could level yellow because I have the Fubuki in my hand. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. We'll level yellow.
Okay.
And then we also have ways to just clock whatever color we want with the Aki Rose.
Exactly. Okay. Front here with my Botan, and that's going to be for 2.
1, 2. Take 2.
And then on reverse Climax combo, I do get to search 2 characters from my deck. And then let's see. We'll go ahead and search out... It doesn't really matter. We'll go ahead and search out these. And then afterwards, Botan says I will have to discard one of them, so I'll go ahead and just discard the Polka level 3 and add the Botan to my hand.
Okay.
Here.
Alright, so for
That's it for
my
me.
Aki's effect, she has an on-death ability, kind of similar to this Botan actually, where I pay 1 and then I can clock 1 from waiting room. I'm just going to clock herself. And we will grab the Fubuki level 1 combo that you knocked into my clock just now, and I think I'm not going to use the second one.
Okay.
Because I did kind of just take a bunch of damage. So we'll add this Fubuki, and then I'll draw for turn. And let's clock the Hachima level 3. Draw 2. Ooh, those are some really good cards to draw. I'm getting some really nutty clock draw 2s so
That's
far.
what we like to hear.
Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is play the Gen 1 event, which says I mill 2, add the levels, and salvage. So 0. Okay, I was hoping for a 1 or higher. I don't run like a whole bunch of zeros, but I just mill 2 zeros there.
Well, there are your other zeros, I guess.
Yeah, I think about that we're going to grab the Fubuki level 0. One thing about this deck is that the level 1 combo Fubuki doesn't mill at all. She doesn't actually mess with the deck because she has a on reverse salvage 2, discard 1 salvage 2. So cards like the Generation 1 event and the Fubuki level 0 can help me to get through my deck faster. Alright. I think we're gonna go with a Brainstorm here with the monstrosity.
Okay.
So pay 1, 1, 2, hit 1, hit 2.
Whoa!
Huh. Let's see, what do we want to get now? I think I'll get a Mel for next turn.
Okay.
And what else do I want to get? There's not a whole lot of useful stuff here today.
All the useful stuff is in your hand?
Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll get monstrosity. Originally, the plan was to try to use the 1-0 event to grab the Mel. And then I could play the Mel and then rest monstrosity to activate her effect. But since I hit 2 on the Brainstorm, I can just grab a second monstrosity and do that instead.
Yeah, this monstrosity does have another non-Brainstorm effect where you can tap herself, give one of the level 1 or higher characters 1500 power.
Yeah.
That activates the Mel's startup condition.
Yeah, so we'll play the Mel, the monstrosity, and 2 Fubukis.
Okay. Pretty good.
And then, yeah, we're chilling. So I need to rest this monstrosity to give power to the Mel, and that'll also activate Mel's effect, and then I'll play 1Q1.
Okay. Mel also gets 1500 by her own ability, so she goes up to what, 8?
8-5. Yeah.
8-5.
Alright, so we're gonna attack with the Mel first.
Okay.
We just milled all these zeros. There's no way. There's no way there's another 0 on top. So on attack, her effect activates where I reveal top card of my deck, and if it is a level 1 or higher card, it goes to stock. There we go. Alright, cool.
Free stock.
Got the stock. That works on events.
It works. It works.
Okay.
Yeah, just any level 1 or higher card.
Alright, and this is gonna be for 2, 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Cancel.
Wow.
Excellent.
Sugoi.
Excellent.
Alright, let's front with one of our Fubukis. This is gonna be for 3.
Alright, we're gonna cancel on 3 again. It's just like, okay, no. Not this time.
And Fubuki's Climax combo will activate now. When she reverses her battle opponent, I can discard 1 for cost and then salvage 2 Hololive characters. So this is still not exactly like an ideal way. Oh my god. This Fubuki is in my waiting room. I don't have another Mel. Like. Alright, so I'm going to grab the Aki Rose to potentially go with the Fubuki. Oh, I need to discard first. Hold up.
Yeah.
So I'll just discard the Fubuki. It's like I'm just going to get the Aki and I'm just going to get the Fubuki back. There's just not a whole lot of great options, I think.
Yeah, at this point you're just kind of getting hand size, and then hopefully later on you can convert that hand size into useful cards.
Yeah. Alright, we'll go with the second Fubuki now.
Yeah.
For 2.
Okay, here I'm going to use my backup. This is the Gen 5 backup. First I choose a Gen 5 character, salvage it, and then I'm going to salvage the level 0 Nene, and then discard a card. I'm going to go ahead and discard, let's see. We'll discard the level 3 Bolton. Polka. And then I can choose one of my characters, and that turn, when they get into the waiting room, they can come back rested. So I'm going to choose my level 1, and then this turn it'll come back.
Okay. Yeah.
Free encore.
Yeah. So saving it for the last attack means that you get to like keep your options. Open,
Yeah.
right?
So I kind of wanted to see how I was going to process damage, and since it can target any character, not just characters in battle, you can always kind of just save it. And I know he's going to front here because he has a reverse combo anyways. Yeah. So I target the Bolton, and then here.
That was for 2.
1, 2, cancel.
And then my combo will go off. I think I'm gonna discard Hachima, and and get back Hachim, or I'll just get back Hachim and Mustardy.
Okay, and then now it's my party. When Nene is sent to, when Nene is reversed, if I have 2 or less memory, she gets into memory for free. These one of those free memory cards. Resolving the Encore, Bolton comes back rested, and then now I'm thinking, do I want to use my other level 0 Bolton? Do I want to clock myself? I am out 6.
It seems like a pretty good opportunity, considering that you just canceled twice.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I could use the hand size, honestly, because I am at 4 hand. I am out 3 pants already, so I kind of only have 1 more chance to get a pants, and it's not very high. At the very least, the Bolton will be able to reverse your guys, since it'll be 7k next turn. I think this is probably a good enough time as ever to use her effect, so I will go ahead and do that. So pay 1 when sent to waiting room, and then let's try to rig our waiting room. So let's put not this one. Let's try to put something there that we might lean for our later game. So let's go ahead and put an early play there.
Okay. What kind of brainstorm is the Lammy again?
The Lammy is a search brainstorm.
Okay.
Okay, we'll put that there, and then top check 3. No! That was our last pantalones! Alright, we're gonna go ahead and grab the level 0 bow tie. And then stand for turn. Alright, so now we're out all of our pants, and so we're just going to have the mindset of just having a good deck state this turn. Now, 2 stock, one of the things about the Gen 5 deck is that it's very stock hungry. So how do we want to get the rest of our compression down? I have 12 cards in deck and I am out 6 now. What am I clocking? I think I'll go ahead and clock Bolton that we added off of our other Bolton. That's an okay draw. Not too shabby. Alright. Is there a way for us to kill your board with this 500 power Nene? Hey, you'd be surprised. So this 5,
is it the one
3k, 4k.
Is it the one that gains power every time another character attacks?
No, it's this one.
Oh.
I'm actually really close, but I think I'm 500 short. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay, so in that case... Oh, wait, actually, hold on. If I play this polka... If I play this polka, summon this Nene... Oh, then I'm kind of wasting board slots. Okay, never mind. Okay, so our goal is to get 3 different memory this turn. And then kind of mill our deck enough. Given that I still have a climax here, I might want to brainstorm. But I also kind of want to spend that stock to send cards to memory. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay, we'll brainstorm with the Lammy. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I do search. Oh. Okay, so 500.
Oh no, he's counting.
25, 5. I mean, it's not even worth it, honestly. 4, 5. Okay, we're gonna grab the 1/1 Nene. She is a Shimakai, so on attack I can give one of my other characters 500 per number of my Hololive characters.
Or other Hololive characters.
Or other Hololive. And then I'm going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think well, there is a chance like this could... I want to play Climax this turn, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think we're just going to eat the extra free damage we have here. We could try to mill 1 with the Bolton, but there is a chance I mill an event here and I don't get a plus, and that kind of feels bad. So I'm going to play Polka and pay 1 with her on-play effect to summon a cost 0 from my waiting room. And I'm going to throw in level 1 Nene here. And then at the end of the turn, she'll go to memory as well, so she'll be another one of my memory conditions. Okay.
Alright, so how much hand?
I have 7 right now.
Okay.
Just in consideration of kind of getting over everything, let's see, so this is 7. We'll go ahead and play our back row Nene and tap it to give her 25. So this will be 7, and this will give this 2k, and this will be also over counter range as well.
Bro, like it's 25.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Alright, and then we'll play a 1k1 just to push for damage.
Okay.
First, we're going to front here, and then Nene's effect, I'm going to give 2k to the polka, and this is going to be for 2.
Okay, 1, 2, cancel.
Okay, and then I'm going to front here with this polka, and then this is going to be for 2.
1, 2, take the 2.
And then I'm going to front with the Botan for 2.
Alright, thank you for not triggering. Level up.
Yeah.
And so we don't have red incoming. I'm going to clock the Aki.
Okay.
And then we'll have to find some way to get red later on.
Okay, and then at the end of the turn, the Nene goes to memory. Here we go.
Alright. Draw for turn. Okay, let's... what do I want to clock here? Let's see. I guess now's as good a time as any to clock red.
Yeah, just get it out of the way.
Okay. I'm going to start by playing the 2-1 Matsuri from the trial deck. It's a very good card, by the way. During my turn, she gets 1,000 for each of my other Hololives, and then when she reverses her opponent, if I have a climax, I get to stock one from Waiting Room. Very
Super
nice.
good.
Basically lets her replace herself.
Yeah, so it's a big beater that essentially costs nothing.
Yeah. Let's play the 1-0 Aki. She has an effect where when I use an act ability, she gains 500 times the number of my Hololive characters, including herself, times 500. And then we're going to round off our board with the Fubuki level 0. Okay. And then on play effect, I'll give 1,500 to Aki, I guess.
Yeah.
And we're not brainstorming this turn, but we get to get that flexibility out of our Matsuris to pump 15. So I'll pump 15 here, Aki gets even bigger, and then she'll pump 15 here again. We're sending a message. And then I'll go in with the 1k1.
Okay.
Alright, so...
That Aki's like 10k. Wait, that Aki's
She,
more than
this
10K.
this Aki's like 12-5.
Oh yeah, I forgot her own startup. Yeah.
Yeah, we just gave her all the power. Alright. I'm going to start with the Matsuri in order to get the... Actually, hold on. I'm actually going to attack with the Matsuri second because I want the clean stock to be something that I want to potentially salvage out of the Waiting Room with the
That's
Matsuri.
good. Yeah, we're rigging it for your next deck.
Yeah, so... And then also, how many climaxes are you out?
8. 2 cards in deck.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with the Aki first then. Just get that guaranteed 2 damage.
Unless.
For 2.
Yeah. So I am going back 8. Alright, our stock situation is a bit low, but that's kind of to be expected, I think, with this deck. But everything else looks to be pretty decent.
Yeah.
There you are. Okay, so we do level first, so we'll go ahead and level red. Begrudgingly, but I think that's fine. Then refresh point.
Alright.
I reversed.
I'll front attack with our Matsuri for 2.
Okay. 1, 2, cancel.
Okay, and then with the stock, we're going to put a Hachima there.
Yep.
Potentially get for level 3. And then for our last attack will be the Fubuki Direct for 3, and I'm refreshing with the other 7.
7. Cool. Alright, if we cancel this one, then we are in a great shape. I think something this deck really wants is kind of like that one turn of leeway where I can just build up stock so I have enough stock to play my level 3s. But if I'm kind of pressured all the time, then it is a bit difficult. Oh, cancel.
No.
Alright, that's exactly what we asked for, so can't ask for any more than that. Literally perfect outcomes. Alright, draw for turn. You know what would be even more perfect if I clock and draw a climax this turn? Okay, so we only need one more memory to activate our polka, but honestly, I don't even think we need to play the polka this turn. It probably depends on what we draw here. So we're going to first start with clocking this Nene to draw 2, see what we draw. Alright. I really want to reverse his characters. Thankfully, this Nene is really helpful in just being able to pump anything here.
2/5.
The dilemma I'm having right now in my head is, should I pay 1 to play this Nene for the top check 3 effect to try to grab a climax, or should I save that stock for later? Honestly, doing 1/1/1 here before triggers is not the worst, and I can still reverse this board anyways, since this is what, 7k, 4/5/1 before counters anyways. If I force counters, that's still kind of getting rid of a card. So as long as I can force a counter, that should be okay. Let's think. So we can play this Botan, we can play this Nene, and that will get rid of 2 lanes. Then we can play this Nene. I guess if we're playing this Nene anyways, we might as well pay 1. Since we're not playing Botan this turn, I think. Well, let's see what happens here first. So I'm going to play the Nene, and I'm going to activate her effect. Pay 1, discard, to top check 3, and I can add anything. So even events and climaxes. So these are my 3, and I'll add this one and discard these. Okay, so we'll play this level 1 Botan as previously planned, and play this Nene to help pump our power levels. Okay, so let's see. 4k, 7k with memory. If I pump this 9/5, 10/5, it'll be, yeah, comfortably out of range.
Well, where's this other 1k coming from?
Don't worry about it. I guess, okay, so Aki gets 500 on act, right, per every other. So she goes up to 6/5 with act.
7. It's not other. It's
per. Okay,
yeah.
so 7 with act.
Yeah, double check. Yep, includes herself.
Okay. So I think we can pump 2/5 here. Well, no, this can pump 2/5. Actually, no, this is fine. Aki's fine. Like, simply challenging her with counter is good enough. So we'll pump 2/5 here, pump 2k here. This would be 1k1, so that challenges. Okay. We'll go ahead and give 2/5 from this Nene to this Botan, and then we'll play
1k1. Oh
1k1.
My god.
So, right climax every time. We'll go ahead and front here, giving 2,000 to the Botan, and this is front for 2. And then this is swing for 6.
Grumble. Alright, I think I want to preserve a little bit of my board quality, since this Matsuri is definitely getting steamrolled this turn. So we're going to use the counter for the Mel.
Okay.
The Aki is going to gain additional power from her own effect, and then we'll use the Mel counter effect, reveal the top card. You're never going to have stock.
Imagine having stock in Gen 5.
Alright, so for 2.
That is for 2.
2. 1, 2. Take 2.
Okay. And then I'm going to front with my...
So this is reversed.
Yeah, this is reversed. I am smaller. Front here with this level 0 Nene. This is 1/5 for salvage. I'm going to salvage a 3 polka climax. That's for 3.
1, 2, 3. Why? Alright, we'll level red.
Okay, and then last we'll front with Botan. She is well over counter range. This is for 3.
1, 2, please?
Oh no. Okay, we'll search.
Well, at least this means I'm hopefully going to cancel next turn.
Okay, we'll search a polka and a... Actually, we should probably hedge for us hitting level 3. No, that's probably not happening. Okay, we'll salvage, we'll search this and this.
Okay.
And then we'll discard the Bolton.
Alright. I'm going to not use Fubuki's ability because I feel like if I use Fubuki's ability,
you're just gonna see climaxes.
So many climaxes. Alright.
Good time.
So you're out how many now?
I am out 2.
Okay, and you salvage.
And I salvaged.
Okay.
Yeah. Drop off the Bolton trigger.
Alright, first order of business is we're gonna... I need to play the healer first, actually, because I want to pay out the Hachima, just so I have as many Hachimas in here as possible to grab. And then we'll go in with the Brainstorm. Pay 1. Hit 1.
Only one.
This means I can cancel. It's fine.
This is actually probably best case scenario because you can only play 1 healer anyways.
Yeah. So I'll play the Hachima and heal 1. And given that your deck has a frontal assist, I want to keep my big lanes spread out so that you can't contest both of them with the support at once. Although that 2/5 pump is pretty annoying. Okay, and then I think we'll just do a pump to the. It doesn't really matter.
Just because we can.
Just because we can.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna put.
But yeah.
Power on Aki Rose. That's gonna direct here anyways.
Alright, Randall, I better see this card power when we're editing.
Alright, so let's go in for some attacks. Let's go with the Fubuki first. This is gonna be for 2, 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Hello?
Alright. I like it.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say, like,
this is not part of the plan.
The way that Mike's like polka early play plan gets ruined is if they're not early plays anymore.
Yeah.
So let's do a front attack here for 2 and gate. I'm going to grab another Hachima.
Okay. Let's consider our odds. I have 8 cards in deck and 4 climaxes. I could get hit to level 3 here. It is definitely within the realm of possibility here.
There's 2 2s incoming.
At the same time though, if I don't cancel, I am so likely to draw my level 3 combo anyway, so I'm actually going to use my event here. And then I'm going to salvage. What am I salvaging? On my turn, that's 10, 5, and 9. Wait, she gets power for
She
act,
gets power
right?
on act. She gets 1,000 times other on act.
Okay.
Which is kind of huge.
Alright, so this might look a bit silly, but I'm going to salvage my level 3 polka. Actually, no. That is it. It looks silly because it is silly. Okay, we're gonna do something else. I'm gonna grab just another Nene. And then I'm going to discard the climax I salvaged last turn, and then I'm gonna save the Bolton.
Sure. So this is for 2.
Cancel. And then on reverse, since I still have 2 or less memory, I'll send it to memory.
Alright, time to stake this 2, baby! 2!
Cancel.
Got it.
Okay. Goes to memory, comes back rested, and I'll stand for turn. Okay. I have climaxes in here.
So you're out how many now?
I am out 5.
Okay.
Okay, so if I brainstorm and the last card is a climax, that's a bit awkward. But if I brainstorm and it's not a climax, then we're rocking and rolling. The question is if I want to take that chance. Honestly, since I need the memory anyway, since I do need 3 different names, and I only have 2 names right now, I'm going to choose to activate the Bolton instead. So I'm going to activate Bolton. She has a startup where it's pay 1, send herself to memory. And then I can look at up to the top 3 cards and add a character.
Where's the climax? Oh.
Alright, so I guess we'll just add the level 3 bolt on here.
Polka?
Polka. Polka Orika. Okay. So we know what the last card is. That's probably fine. I wish I had one more stock.
What was the stock that just got paid out? It was a character, right?
It was a character.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're out 6.
Since the last climax is a gate, I don't have an immediate out to climax combo next turn. In this case, I think I'd rather heal twice rather than brainstorm once, heal once. Yeah. So I'm going to early play Polka, since I have 3 different cards in memory, or 3 different names in memory. And heal. And then I'll go ahead and do it again.
Yep.
So this does kind of like decrease my compression by a number of cards, but I think at this point, since Randall's already at 3-2, I'm just going to try to challenge this board and go from there.
Okay. So you're out 7, missing a gate, right?
Yeah.
And then is there a burn counter in your waiting room?
There is.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I milled it earlier. Yeah, there's burn counter here.
I've gotten messed up by that card in the past.
Alright, so Polka also gets 1,000 if I have 2 more of the Hololive. So right now this is tied, this is over, and Botan's over. I'm going to give 2-5 to this Polka to try to maybe get over counter range. I don't think it'll be over counter range regardless, but this way, this is the only sensible choice, I think.
So that puts her at
that's
13.
13 to your 9 if you counter with a 2k counter, and her startup gets 500 per, right?
1,000 per.
1,000 per. Holy moly.
So I play any counter, she goes to 3k already. And then the counter,
You mean 4k?
13. And this doesn't counter herself.
Okay, so if she goes to 13 base.
13 plus the counter's power.
Okay. Can I get over 15.5-ish? 10-5, 13, 15. I could minus. Alright, cards in hand?
5.
Still has some worth. Okay. We'll go ahead and just start attacking.
Sounds good.
I'll go ahead in front. Salvage.
Alright, so that's all 8 accounted for.
Correct. I'll go ahead and grab the Nene.
Okay. So I am going to use a counter. So the counter is going to give 2-5. At the same time, Hachima is going to get 4,000 power, and the Akiro is actually going to get enough power to tie the Botan now.
Nice.
So now they're at 7k. So this is going to be for 2?
2.
Surely I'll cancel, right? Okay.
I guess let me think about this. Should I have attacked the Botan first? 9, 5, 10, 5, 13.
Yeah, personally.
Yeah, I guess I should have attacked here first, and then I can reverse the Akiros. At the same time, though, maybe Dirks are better than fronts, anyways. Okay, I'm gonna front. So this is 7k to your 7k, and this is for 2.
Surely I'll cancel, right? Yeah.
Whoa! This is not what we. This is not what we agreed on. This is outside of the script. Okay, so I'm going back 7.
I was only out 2 in waiting room at the time, man.
Yeah.
Like, these cancels gotta come at some point.
This is true. Here you go. Refresh point. Okay, and then front here, 10-5.
Yep.
Oh no, 3.
Surely I'll cancel this one, right? Oh, what?
Whoa! Alright, now that's pretty. That's.
And this one's also reversed, because we tied. We're both 10-5.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Alright, this is no bueno.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm not clocking. Definitely not clocking. Oh my god. What? I'd have to take the 3, man.
That's fairly unfortunate.
Alright.
Yeah, let's play to our outs.
Alright, well, I'm gonna obviously play Hachima. And then I need a 5th character in order for her to use combo, so we'll play Fubuki. And then just kind of go from there. I really hope the gate's the top card. If the gate's not the top card, this is going to be so sad. Alright. 1k1.
1k1. Hachama.
So her climax combo is on attack. If I have a full board of 5 Hololive characters, I can pay 1, burn 1, salvage 1. So need to attack with the 2 Hachimas first while I still have waiting room.
Yeah.
So pay 1, so it's burn 1 first.
Okay, so burn 1.
Alright, and then I'm going to salvage a Hachima counter.
Okay.
And then this is going to be for... Nice.
Nice. Getting that good, or better refresh.
Alright, and then I'm going to get a Mel counter off of that.
Okay, so that's going to be for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancel on 4.
Alright, and then we attack with this Hachima, pay 1, burn 1.
Burn 1.
And then salvage. So I'll have 2 stock next turn, but I'm probably going to be spending my stock on counters.
On living, yeah.
So I want a card that does not cost stock. Is there anything particularly useful that doesn't cost stock, or am I just getting an attacker? I'll get Hachima, level 0.
Okay.
And that's going to be for 4.
Okay, we're going back 7? No,
6. Missing 1 of each.
Okay.
Alright, so I just need to trigger and then stick 8. Weirder things have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I take that 3? Oh my god.
Did you draw the Goldbar?
Let's not talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
Yeah.
4?
Next you're gonna say I'm gonna cancel on 4 again.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's good enough. Alright. For 3?
1, 2.
Wow!
Wow! Alright, definitely some of that compression play, I guess, coming in. Though I did also trigger 2, so it wasn't as if I was super compressed. Roll for turn. I want more early plays, but I have no stock. I also don't really want to clock for turn here, because that doesn't seem like it'll accomplish much. So I'm 5 out here, because I have 2 in stock. 5, 10, 15, 18 cards in my deck. I can probably get through that. Alright, I'm gonna no clock and I'm gonna start with a brainstorm and see where we go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, search 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And 5 cards left. That's not quite enough, is it? Alright. We'll go with the lobby then. Okay, here you go.
I'll tap.
Play her and brainstorm again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Search 1. And then we'll go with a polka this time. Just prepare for our next turn.
Next turn.
I mean, it's always don't assume the game's over.
Yup.
There you go.
But half next turn. I'm so.
Well, actually, no. I can never play this card. Never mind.
Oh, because of stock situation?
Yeah, I'm never gonna play that card next turn actually. So might as well just grab. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright, the Nene counter is a backup where if I have 3 or more different cards in memory.
It's fine. You're not gonna have a board.
I could have a board for the Fubuki maybe.
True.
Okay, and then I'm going to play my Nene. I'll play pay 1, discard, top check 3, and add 1. I will go ahead and grab this and discard these. Okay. It's time to crash everywhere.
Okay.
I believe. wish there was a way for me to mill more cards. Let me just double check that I can't mill more cards anywhere.
Is there anything that costlessly mills?
I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, nope. Okay. There you go, Polka.
Okay.
Get in there. Alrighty. We'll go ahead in front. And this is salvage. And there's really nothing here for me to salvage. Guess we'll grab a Lami just to rig our top checks next turn.
I just need 2 cancels.
Right, so that's 1.
So I just need 2 cancels. We tie
Alright, front for 1.
I just need 2 cancels.
Okay.
You want to know what's funny?
What's up?
So when I countered and we tied in middle,
Uh-huh.
if we didn't tie in middle and you actually got over me, then I could crash the Fubuki and I could turn this Goldbar into a 5th card for a rest counter.
Oh! Why? Could you not have played over the Fubuki?
If I did, I wouldn't have enough cards. Because you need, I didn't have enough characters.
Right.
And yeah, so.
Oh yeah, because I get it. Yeah, because you have to have 4 different. You discard 4 Hololive for the first counter.
Yeah.
But yeah, whoa, that was.
I definitely could have played the Mel counter there, but I mean, like, the order is basically like arbitrary.
It's always the same here, right?
It's basically arbitrary on which attack I use it on, and like I would have died anyway. So
yeah. Yeah, I think a couple of things that come to mind. One of them is definitely kind of one of the weaknesses about the Fubuki combo is that you don't, like you said, you don't have deck speed. I think that's also part of the reason why so many decks play, like if they do want to play Fubuki, they play the draw deck Brainstorm, because Brainstorm fires and also draws, alongside giving Fubuki that extra bit of power. But obviously you also always run like 4 at the event, and then you also run the level 0 Fubuki. But in our situation, you kind of just got hit to level 1 at turn 2, and you didn't really have like an agenda there. Like you milled 5 anyways, and you still refresh at level 2. So that was a bit of a downside with the level 1 Fubuki combo.
Yeah, I just kind of like opened 1 too many climaxes in the early game probably. Although honestly, like the biggest like oof was taking that 3.
Yeah, that 3 was like if you didn't take that 3, I think you definitely would have been in the game for sure.
Yeah.
Because I was at the point where I didn't really have that many resources. I was just casting very well because that's kind of like the whole how this deck functions. I was kind of thinking in the middle of the game myself, if I didn't use or if I didn't prioritize this Bolton as much, I could have gotten my memory condition a lot easier in terms of stock usage, but I would have a lot less hand. And I used this card twice, and I still only had like 4 or 5 cards in my hand throughout most of the game. So I'm wondering if if I had more Bolton Climax combos, I could have had more hand, but it didn't seem like my deck had a lot of ways to just have a lot of hand all the time, while also having like a healthy amount of stock and also having the 3 different cards of memory for the Bolton, for the poker we played. So maybe something that kind of just has to be worked out. Obviously, we have all of our deck lists as always in the description, so you guys can test out our decks or maybe tell us what we can do better in terms of deck building. But at least as far as it seems for me, the Gen 5 deck really wants to have like a good number of like 1 or 2 extra turns, maybe at 0, maybe at 1, where I can just swing with 3 characters and not have to worry about like spending a bunch of stock. Because man, I have no stock that game. Like, ever.
It really highlights, in my opinion, it really highlights the difference between. Obviously, like we're doing these generation specific decks for the specific reason of like them being generation specific, but it really highlights when you compare it to like a mixed deck and you have combinations like Mel with like Mastery Brainstorm, so you can do plays like you can get extra stock through the Mel, which allows you to recoup the losses from sending all that stuff to memory, and then it lets you play like the Botan, and then you can also use combinations like the 1-0 Polka that spawns a character.
Yeah, get Mel out, get Watame out, like Watame Climax Swapper if you know that your opponent's going to cancel. You also just have a Climax Swapper, unlike this deck which doesn't have a Climax Swapper.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think this does kind of show the potential, right? Like, I had a good amount of memory, And it wasn't like useless memory. Like all those cards generally did stuff, or it was like free memory, like this Nene. And then the payoff being the polka. You guys already know like one of the marring builds that is considered to be like pretty competitive is actually the memory package with the polka. So you heal a bunch, and then since marring is so resource efficient at level 3, you can spend a bunch of resources on the polkas, and then you can still triple marring pretty easily at level 3. So.
Yeah, that's definitely like that's just one thing that like when you play these generation specific decks, it can really like give you direction.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like this deck, okay, I know what kind of the weaknesses are, right? Like stock is a bit of an issue, hand of it is a tiny bit of an issue sometimes, but mostly stock. But it's not like there aren't answers in Hololive, right? So like if you guys start with your favorite characters or your favorite generations, that can actually give you quite a good idea on like where you want to go next in terms of your deck building. If you want to make your deck better, it's like, hey, how do I make this whole memory package better? And you see that, hey, I'm missing some stock gen. So you look at what stock gen options there are in Hololive, and then that's actually how people come up with these finalized deck lists. Like these finalized deck lists that we guys show you in our deck profiles, they don't come out of thin air. They're properly thought out, and they're come up with through trial and experimentation, right? So we see that, hey, this costs a lot of stock, what can generate a stock? And then we want a finisher that's pretty resource efficient that we can play alongside our polka. And Marine fits the bill quite well. Right. Anything else you want to bring up for this gameplay or your deck?
I do want to note as one last thing that you do have the option. So obviously with the Fubuki, the problem here was that you are lacking in mill, and so Fubuki is a Gen 1 character, but she's also a gamer's character, right? So like earlier we did show you guys our gamers deck, which did not run the Fubuki level 1, but it's definitely an option, and you have the gamers event, which lets you go through the top 4. So if you want to run the Fubuki in a gamers event, that's definitely something that you can try, as well as either one of the events honestly can help.
Both events are just super good.
Some good deck speed to help supplement the fact that the Fubuki isn't going through your deck at all.
Yeah, so like the Fubuki not disturbing deck state can be a really big upside, especially when you go into a really compressed deck state and you don't want to mill to get advantage, and you have selective salvage. But the downside is, if you're out a bunch of climaxes, you have a fat stack of deck, she's not going to get you anywhere. Yeah. So that's part of the fun of trying out different climax combos, different deck builds. You accommodate your level 1 with level 0 cards that mill, and then if you level 1 mills, maybe you accommodate that with level 0s that give you more selective advantage elsewhere. So kind of just, that's part of the cool things about synergies and deck building and Weiss. So definitely, I hope our series of videos can inspire you to create your own decks, your own ideas, and try those out for yourself. Until then, we definitely have more generation versus generation videos for you guys coming up. So we'll see you guys in our next one. Bye.